Good morning guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we are in Dresden and we're going to be exploring the top 10 attractions to see as recommended by the official Dresden website themselves. I will leave a link to that in the description if you want to join us on this journey. It's the first time for myself in Dresden, but I'm sure it's going to be great, and if you stick to the very end we actually have an 11th attraction that you should go see that will hopefully give you a great view of the city, as long as this weather improves a little. Starting off the list, we have the Frauenkirche and Neumarkt Square. The historic Neumarkt Square serves as the heart of Dresden's old town and plays host to many wonderful local shops, but more importantly, the Frauenkirche. Rising majestically above the Dresden skyline sits the iconic dome of the Frauenkirche. This church was originally built in the 18th century, but was tragically destroyed during the World War II bombing of Dresden. The ruins of the church were preserved in the GDR until early 1993, and after the cleanup, the reconstruction of the church began in 1994 and was finished in 2005. Since then, the rebuilt church has been one of the many great attractions to visit when in Dresden. Second on the Dresden top 10, located a few minute walk from that previous entry, is the Procession of Princes, which is a 101-meter long mural that represents the history of the rulers of Saxony as a larger-than-life procession of riders. The artwork was originally painted by Wilhelm Walter between 1871 and 1876, but sadly, the picture rapidly deteriorated due to the weather and was then replaced with roughly 23,000 Meissen porcelain tiles. This also took a long time to construct, taking place between 1904 and 1907. After walking down the Procession of Princes, we come to our third attraction on the list. The Royal Palace was once the hub of power for the Saxon princes and kings. Initially built as a castle complex in the 14th century, it was later developed into the four-winged palace structure in the 15th century. This palace was sadly destroyed in 1701 due to a huge fire, which was not the last time the palace would suffer such a fate. In the last few months of World War II, it yet again burned down to its foundations, losing most of the valuable interior. Finally, after 40 years, the reconstruction of this palace began, and with the new construction, they included a museum complex inside for the Dresden State Art Collections. Since 2004, this palace has played host to many different treasures. I will leave link to tickets to the museum below. It is advised to book tickets in advance. Number 4 on our list is the Sanctissime Trinitatis Cathedral. This cathedral is Dresden's youngest Baroque building, which finished construction in 1755. It is also the largest church in the whole of Saxony, coming in at nearly 4,800 square meters. The Semper Opera House is widely regarded as the most famous opera house in the whole of Germany. Housing the Saxon State Orchestra, it is one of the world's oldest and best known orchestras. We sadly didn't go inside the opera house as you could only gain entry upon purchase of a ticket, and we were also tight on time, but if you want to check out the interior of this grand building, make sure to book tickets ahead of time, just in case they sell out. Now used primarily for exhibitions, this Swinger Palace is the perfect example of late Baroque architecture in Germany, with the construction of the Semper Gallery being finished in 1855. This, from what we could see, was one of the larger attractions on this list and well worth checking out. Entry number 7 is arguably one of the best places to stop and take a quick rest. The view over the Elbe River and the city as a whole is spectacular. It doesn't get the nickname of the Balcony of Europe for no reason. It is regarded as one of the favourite inner city places for both locals and tourists for walking, people watching, or even just having a coffee. Located over the bridge from the previously mentioned locations stands the Golden Horseman, which shows August the Strong in his Roman armour on his break to the Kingdom of Poland. worth a quick peek for sure. Founded in 1880, Fun's Dairy is confirmed by the Guinness Book of World Records as the most beautiful dairy shop in the world. Sadly, when we visited the Fun's Dairy, we couldn't get any footage of the interior as they did not allow filming, but if you're a fan of cheese, this historic dairy is well worth going to. Coming in at 280 metres long and at 24 metres tall, the Loswitz Bridge was given the nickname of Blue Wonder due to its colour. Connecting the areas of Loswitz and Blasewitz, it is the oldest bridge in Dresden and also managed to survive taking any damage during the war. A beautiful bridge, but I would recommend viewing it from our next surprise location. Our final stop on this trip is the promised 11th attraction, the Dresden Suspension Railway, also known as Schwebebahn Dresden. The best way to describe this would be a small train with wheels on top instead of underneath. The trip up to the observation area takes less than 5 minutes and grants access to one of the best views of the entire city, as well as a small museum that is displayed throughout the steps up to the very top. You can buy tickets for the Schwebebahn at the station itself. You do not, at the time of recording, need to pay for access to the museum. And there we have it, folks. Not just the top 10 things to visit in Dresden, but actually 11. And as you can see, what a wonderful view it is. It is very dark. Traffic has been an absolute nightmare. Currently there's a lot of roadworks going on, but honestly, if you have the time, make the way up here. It is a beautiful view. And if you did like this video, guys, make sure to hit like and subscribe. We have loads of more content coming your way. Now, I would suggest checking this video out. This is the Wuppertal Schwebebahn that was actually built the same year as the one we've just been on. I'll see you in the next one.